the Cornhuskers. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Utah Utes, taking on a team from the Big 10, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Huskers will kick it away to start. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Utah Utes offense will have the football first. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Back to throw, it's Abraham. Bought a little time, lets it go. That's caught, it's West. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the tight end. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12 wide open, up-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And the Utes in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to go up top. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field. That's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incompletion.
They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Utes send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. That is just gorgeous. Knocks it out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. So Nebraska's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, and I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
And the Huskers come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Bully ball on third and short. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
This is an offense that prides themselves on being physical. They love running the football. That's their identity. But the defense getting that stop on third and short against the run, that sets a very clear message that they've shown up to play. They know it's coming, and they're going to be here all day.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He makes a grab. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Handoff to the lone back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside. Defense.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. And after that penalty, the defense is almost out of real estate to defend. It's first and goal on the 1. Trying to pound it in. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Just tried to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown. If it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got third.
Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Utes. Quick. They'll go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Here's the pressure. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. 2nd down coming up. Back to throw, it's Daly. This time he's got his man. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Cornhuskers come to the line with a new set of downs. Running to the left. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. The Huskers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Rourke. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. And the Huskers are rolling down the field. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. And they pick up the 1st down in what might be the last play here in the 1st quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Utah has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Looking for a man. It's Daly. Throws toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection. Looking to make a big play there.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll try to take it back. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. He might want another play. Looking to throw on 3rd. Under fire. Grab near the marker is Callaway. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40.
We always talk about yak, and that was 3rd and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things after the catch, any play could be an explosive one, and you saw it right there. Tremendous job getting it to him early, and he does the rest.
The Cornhuskers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. When you're called Cornhuskers, you're like a big red thrashing machine, and you're going to get it done on the ground.
Just going to chew up the ground yards. Just going to eat you up, play physical, be different. And that's what Nebraska fans want. Throwback to the old days, the glory days, and they want some of that here in this recent history.
Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Quarterback on the keeper. Shoots his way for more. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big game, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense.
And the quarterback is knocked down back to the 13.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
Bring in the heat. He's going to run it. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And the Utes decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and take it back. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Power football with the run.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking downfield, it's Daly. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about.
Hold.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The Huskers will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Finds his tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The Utes can really attack on this second and short. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job.
Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. That penalty cost them a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. To the air, it's Abraham. Looking left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Quickly to the tight end. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. And the Utes line up to punt it away. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Callaway. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. To the air, it's Daly. He'll off one deep down the left side. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. This time he's got it. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lincoln, but let's just go with notable.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. And the Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Fires to the right, and they're not on the same page there. The Cornhuskers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll leave it with him. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. With that play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Right back to the well. Past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Rourke. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Huskers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to throw. It's Daly. Throws for the tight end. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. And this will be the 9th play of the drive. Snaps it in the shotgun. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Callaway. Hard-hitting tackle.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Might be calling a hot route. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Good timing on the quick out. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. And the Huskers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goal, looking for the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Cornhuskers!
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. To the ground with the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to throw, it's Abraham. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Utes will bring the punt team onto the field. Wants to bring it back. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Looking to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. And here comes the offense on second down. Leaves it with the running back. Tackle is made at the 48. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The Cornhuskers have this offense rolling. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Now he's looking to throw it. Catch open down the middle. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field. The DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
Fires into the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield, it's Daly. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him.
Touchdown, Husker! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. The extra point here would tie the game. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And the return man is stopped, and now they'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Final play of the quarter coming. The running back has it. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Illegal block.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Off play action. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. Caught over the middle. It's Gideon. He stopped short, and it's fourth down. And the Utes will send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. The give to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Tie game here late in the 4th. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unleashes one. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. Motion from the wide receiver. With jet sweep pass. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
The Huskers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Caught near the sticks. It's Callaway. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. And the Huskers will snap it on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Now they'll try the right side. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Got his man in the middle. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Nebraska! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Love the play call. Love the execution. Late in the game with less than 2 minutes to go, they now take a touchdown lead and put so much pressure on the opposition in a 2-minute situation.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Makes the catch. It's Kennedy. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Dropping back, it's Abraham. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. They'll try the run. Taking it the other way. Just steamrolling the defense. Talk about a timely run. Gets the first down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal. The Cornhuskers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll ride the hot hand. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Offense gets set for second down. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee.